bills, and the council meeting will be in recess, and we'll move on to our redevelopment agency meeting. The redevelopment agency meeting of May 2, 2007 is called to order. This meeting has been properly noticed and posted in compliance with the open meeting law. Item number 3 is approval of the final minutes by reference of the regular redevelopment agency meeting of April 4, 2007. May I have a motion, please?
Yes, Your Honor. No additions or deletions. Minutes, please. I'll make a motion for approval.
All right, let's vote, please. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 4 is discussion and possible action regarding the Neonopolis Parking Validation Program for Rula Hayward LLC, located at 450 Fremont Street in Ward 5. Mr. Adams?
Scott Adams, Director of the Office of Business Development. For the record, this matter is concerning the potential extension of the Neonopolis Parking Validation Program for Rula Hayward LLC. Just again to remind you of the background on this item, you have approved extensions of the validation program for parking at Neonopolis going back to September 10th, 2006. The latest extension you approved on April 4th at your RDA meeting of April 4th for 30 days to today, and the matter comes again before you. And I believe Mr. Rohit Joshi is here to address the RDA with respect to this matter.
All right, gentlemen.
Hi, Bill Marion, 3455 Cliff Shadows Parkway, here on behalf of Joshi and Associates. We have a couple of announcements that we want to make today. First, though, and I think that this is as much for the press's benefit as for the benefit of anybody who's on the council. The press has incorrectly identified this validation program as a free parking program for Neonopolis, and indeed it is not that. There is a parking charge for Neonopolis, and the validation program is to give a discount to the developer so that he can then pay for that and provide free parking to the constituents and to the customers who utilize Neonopolis. So, we all know that in Las Vegas, you can go to almost any movie theater and park for free. You can go to almost any restaurant and park for free, any retail center and park for free. To incur additional parking costs is a detriment to attracting customers and consumers to Neonopolis. So this is not a free program. It is a cost to the developer. That developer then provides free parking coupons to the customers who come to Neonopolis. So I just wanted to make that clear. Secondly, we have another announcement to make that as the project now is going to move forward, we've been working with the Office of Business Development. Neonopolis as a brand name has not necessarily been a very effective name. It has not been a very effective brand. So we are working on a new working title that may ultimately become the brand name for this project downtown, and that working title and that new brand may be Fremont Square. The concept Fremont Square borrows on the brand already of Fremont Street, the Fremont Street Experience, and the upcoming Fremont East Entertainment District. And being that it is centered in between both of those, as a square, it acts as the center for both of them, and so that it will both incorporate from and enhance the brand that Fremont Street already has. So we are now going to be using a new working title, Fremont Square. I'll now let Mr. Joshi talk about some of the new developments that are taking place with the continued development of Fremont Square.
Mayor, council members, I'm Joshi, a resident of Las Vegas. First thing I want to tell you is that we have a big convention coming up in Las Vegas for the International Council of Shopping Centers. And I guess, Mayor, you're also a speaker at that convention. And we'll be meeting a lot of retailers, restaurateurs, and also department stores. And we made various meetings with them to discuss this particular plan that we are showing you right now. So we'll be very busy during the May 21st to the 24th, in which first thing to talk about is the department store. We've been discussing with 4 major chains throughout the country for Neonopolis to have or I should say Fremont Square now, to have a department store. There will be an 80,000 square feet store. It will be a national department store. They've got hundreds of locations throughout the country, and it would be good to have it as a major anchor in the north part of the Fremont Square building. and it'll be an 80,000 square feet, two-level department store. We've been working with them for about 4 months, it's 3 to 4 months, and they're all coming to the convention. Prior to that, we'll have meetings with the OBD and RDA to let them know. They've done a lot of research on the area. They've spent their own money with the brokers to create the analysis in the market, analysis for their participation at downtown area. So first is a department store. We think we can get a two-level, 40,000 square feet plate for a department store to commit to this project in the coming months. Secondly, we have the theater we talked about last time with you, with live performance theater. We've been also proceeding in that particular development package. We are doing some plans on it. Construction allowances have been given, and we think that for $2 to $5 million we can build that theater. Thirdly, the restaurant and the retail stores. We only have, after those two items, we can easily get 3 to 4 retail stores of 4 to 8,000 square feet and about 5 restaurants, 3 to 8,000 square feet. So with that, the whole project could be entirely leased 100%. And we have also another good news about 2 radio stations and 1 TV station wants to also be a part on the 4th floor development of Fremont Square. With that, that's the leasing package that we'll be proposing in the next 2 to 3 months so that we can proceed with this project. If you have any questions right now of me.
I appreciate it. What's the old expression? You can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear, and I don't know whether you can make Fremont Square out of Indianapolis, but it goes a lot deeper than the name. And I personally believe that the intersection of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street has to be one of the classic intersections in the world. Hollywood and Vine, Times Square, it's iconic, and this is a blight. It's a blight. I was just advised that the tenants are basically your interests, Mr. Rohit, Mr. Joshi, correct?
Yes.
And I was very concerned that I didn't want the tenants hurt regarding the parking, and I was trying to do something for them, but basically it's helping you, at least indirectly, if not directly. I've also been advised by folks who I respect that they appreciate the fact that there's a validation program there, and they would not be using the movie facility in particular without that being available. So I guess I have to think in terms of not only you and your tenants, which are you, but also the customers who are benefiting from a pleasant experience, because the movie theaters are, in fact, outstanding movie theaters. They're hard to beat. The sound is great, the picture's great, the seats are comfortable. It's a wonderful, wonderful movie theater. So I don't want to punish them. I'm going to suggest, if it's agreeable with Councilwoman Williams, that we continue this over until after the ICSC convention. Hopefully you'll make some progress there. I think rather than try to sell them Fremont Square, which plays somebody for the fool, you should sell them on Fremont Street and Las Vegas Boulevard as a great intersection.
That's
my advice to you.
Okay.
All right, any other comments or questions? All right, Councilwoman Williams.
My recommendation is to grant an extension.
All right, for 30 days. We'll see you back then. Let's vote, please.
Thank you.
Post. Motion carries, and I hope that, Mr. Marion, are you going to be assisting over the ICSC?
Yes, I will.
I hope you have a good location over there, where people will be able to find you. Okay? To get a little corner isn't going to do anybody any good, but that's money well spent if you get yourself a location. I'm going to try to tout you, to be honest with you, because I like to see you out of there. I am, when I make my speech or when I'm making my comments, I'm going to tell people that Indianapolis is a great site and they should buy it from you, okay? But don't rob them.
All right. Thank you.
All right, the motion is to June 6th, let's vote, please. Oh, we did? Okay, I want to vote 10 times on this. All right, thank you. Okay, this is citizens' participation. Public comment during the portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the redevelopment agency. No subject may be acted upon by the redevelopment agency unless that subject is on the agenda and is scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, please come up to the mic, give us your name, and we'll put the 3-minute timer on, okay? Good.
Al Gallo, citizen of Las Vegas. I was in the original committee for the city of Las Vegas when we developed Fremont Street into Neonopolis, and then Neonopolis took us over a year to figure out what we were going to name it. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the city of Las Vegas, and we don't have we have one attorney here. We're in violation of city charter right now. We have permitted a gentleman to file for city council in our ward, that is not qualified, and he has never lived in our ward until he signed up for that seat. So when the city clerk, the committee asked for where he lived and so forth, he put down that he lived in this ward, and he is not. He is in violation of City of Las Vegas charter, and I want his name removed from the ballot. Thank you.
That's city election code, city election code. Tom McGowan, Las Vegas resident. Your flawed policy of virtually planless and public excluded aggressive development and redevelopment of the downtown city of Las Vegas has caused the decline of the quality of life and opportunity for local residents least able to survive those socioeconomic impacts. Your failure to ensure reliable public mass transit services to residents of the Arts District in Ward 3 on First Fridays and during other special events is discriminatory and constitutes depraved indifference in the extreme. Complaints will be filed with the Attorney General of the State of Nevada and the Civil Division of the U.S. Department of Justice. In 6 months, a recall petition will be filed citing 2 members of the City Council as respondents. The written text of my public comment is submitted and requested inclusion in the meeting minutes in compliance with NRS 241, the Nevada Open Meeting Law. So I'm sure you're fully acquainted with by now. Thank you.
Next, please.
How you doing, Mayor and the Council? My name is Jeremiah Tasfaslase, and we have a business, Bonanza and H Street. This business we have almost 4 years, and still we don't get any alcohol license. I don't know why. This is a planning commission. They claim there's 3 churches. I don't see any 3 churches. They said 840 West Bonanza, 820, and 721. The only church is 721. I didn't see any 840 and 820 church. We've been in this location almost 4 years without any problem, no incident, no ticket, no citation. Mayor, member of the council, we are a citizen and we are taxpayers too. We need alcohol license. So I met the councilwoman last week. She's a very nice lady. She's understanding our situation. So we need help to get alcohol license. We are very struggling to make money without alcohol license. So I don't see any problem why cannot get alcohol license. Last year, 1 bar is open next to the church. Nobody is saying nothing. Still they sell in alcohol. Why, if those people they sell in alcohol, why we cannot sell alcohol? I'm very frustrated, Mayor, because we don't have any criminal background. We've been in this location 4 years. Before we opened this business, was a lot of mess. I am the one that cleaned up this area. Nobody standing, nobody hanging. She saw the councilwoman by herself. She is a witness too. Thank you.
Thank you.
West Las Vegas, Jerry M. Neal.
I have two issues to address before my 3 minutes is up. Mayor, councilmen, everybody, audience. The first issue I would like to address is the one Mr. spoke about a few minutes ago about Councilman, not Councilman, but Ricky Barlow. I don't know if any of you know it or not, but we really don't need Ricky Barlow to represent us. I know you do not, they can't vote, but you know what I'm saying. The people out there listening to me can vote. Because of his attitude, Mr. Barlow has a rather violent attitude. We found out that Mr. Barlow has domestic violence, beat his wife down, took the baby and ran. When I do things like that, I go to jail. Basically, that's all I want to say about that issue. And the man has a violent attitude. He approached me with a couple other people, threatened me about things that I said about him. Yes, sir, he has.
Who did?
Ricky Barlow.
Oh, I thought you said I did. Okay.
Oh, no, Mayor Goodman. I got a picture of you on the wall. Me and you cool. Me and you all right.
Just want to make sure.
I think I can say anything I want to say about you, and you're going to look at me and like, yeah, he done lost his mind. So, so anyway, the other issue is about Mr. Jimmy store. We have been trying to help Mr. Jimmy get his license in there for alcohol. Mr. Jimmy has been a good tenant there. He has cleaned that area up. He's fixed the walls. He's gave beautification to the place. And the citizens, we collected signatures from the people that wanted to buy alcohol from there but could not buy alcohol. And we're talking about beer, wine, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it would be really a pleasure for the community to be able to purchase alcohol from that location. Okay? So now, y'all listening, right? Y'all listening to me now. I talked about Ricky Barlow and y'all got lost there for a minute, huh? Well, I didn't lie. Him and 3 other people, so kind of scared me there for a minute too. But anyway, we need that license for that alcohol. Oh yeah, and I got some proposals coming before you for $5,000 to buy some washing machines for my residents. So y'all think about that. Y'all might want to help me out.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you. Next, please.
Have mercy on me. Beatrice Turner, West Las Vegas. You know, we done went round and round in our community concerning this man and his store. Yes, the previous person was there, had some issues. They took his his beer and wine license, he shut down. This man has cleaned it up. You don't see no hanging out. He even got cameras up when you pull up. He should be entitled to make a living like anybody else that's in our community. You know, long as we sit here 7 years in bondage until the other one went on to the county, you know, it's time that we have businesses in our community just like anybody else. And you know, Mr. Neal just stood here and said what he went through on election day, you know, because he was out there working the poll, and that's true. He did go through that. And you know, and now since I'm not one who's going to be a Barlow supporter, you know, I'm taking many hits in my community. But see, they know the difference between me and Jerry. When they step to me, they better step to me real right, because if not, we ain't got to worry about the folks in the graffiti. Y'all have to worry about coming down there standing in court saying she was a good person and she didn't mean to do what she did. And as for that graffiti stuff that y'all doing, you know, and me and Jerry go back and forth about that graffiti, but you know, we have kids come out of Marble Manor that wants to be spray painting. He's saying, well, they can't afford the spray paint, but if y'all don't get on these people with these yard sales, they're selling these, when they having yard sales and selling spray paint, because when you go in the store, they have to open it up when you buy it. When you go to the yard sales, they just have them sitting out in boxes where you can buy it. Because I went to a yard sale that's in the county that's across the street from Ross's area, and I told the lady, I said, you can't sell that spray paint, and she was selling about 50 cans of spray paint for $5. I said, you can't sell that Cause God say, cause the youth will buy that. And she said, oh no, I can sell this. And she sold it. And guess what? That next Saturday when I went through there looking for a yard sale, guess who wall was all spray painted? Her wall. So that's what she get for selling that box of spray paint for $5 to them youth. And I was sure hoping the county didn't get there no time soon with they slow self to go paint her wall. Because she deserved that. Because she sold it to them and they came right back and sprayed her wall. And she deserved that. And as for the county, when you call about the graffiti, I told you 2 weeks ago, dealing with the county is worthless. I'd rather call the city anytime about a problem than have to call the county because they are worthless. And that 455 number they give you for graffiti, that's a county number. Call it and see next time you will get an answer, if you will get a response. You can call the city of Las Vegas, you will get a response for you will from the county. Thank you very much.
Would anybody else like to speak? All right, seeing none, we'll be back here at 1:30.